Okay, on the way here, I drove past an adult bookstore for people who don't have the internet. And he said my name's David Rodriguez, but that's my American name. In Mexico, David Diego Tino Rodriguez Martinez, right? And I teach Spanish, and we foreign language teachers have a joke we like to share. It's like, what do you call somebody who speaks two languages? Bilingual. What do you call somebody who speaks three languages? Trilingual. And what do you call someone who speaks one language? American. And I'm only telling this joke to point out that this Mexican didn't take away any American jobs. Okay? Right? And just a pointer. If you order a burrito in Mexico, people will be wondering what you're going to do with a small donkey. Okay? Careful, okay? And I teach Spanish, and sometimes I like to ask the students, why are you learning Spanish? And some, my girlfriend speaks Spanish. Or, I'm Mexican and I don't speak Spanish. Or one told me, all the cooks at my restaurant speak Spanish. I'm really? Where do you work? Because the Chinese restaurant. You know? So, and well, I come from a small Mexican family of 6. And my mother's family had 15 children. My father's family had 15 children. And my mother thinks she's still a virgin because she only had 6 children. So, my father, he's a mechanic, and he has a side job as a carpenter, taking another job away, right? And he always wanted us to grow up American, so we would do American things, and he would take us to Burger King. And then he would order a Whopper, and then they, what do you want? There was everything. And hot peppers. And they thought, we don't have hot peppers here. You'd be like, that's okay, I brought my own. Pull out a jar. And my mother, she's like, well, she likes to wash the dishes before she puts them in the dishwasher. You know, she's like really sensitive too. She cries for everything, right? And and the other thing too, now that I'm a little older, my perspective on life has changed, right? So I see things differently. Like, for example, I covet my neighbor's wife's car. So she has this little fancy red sports car. Wow, what a car, right? Now we look at her in the driveway and she's washing it and waxing it. I'm like, oh, and I just keep staring. And I was like, oh, how I wish that car would be mine. You know, and so like now, but I still like to look at beautiful women, and sometimes I'm looking, you know, having pure thoughts, and then I'll be like, whoa, look at her mom. You know, so. But I got married again, and I met my wife, and she's Polish, she's Catholic. I met her on my AveMaria.com. She's a virgin. And that's what he told me, because she only had one daughter. Right? And my mother immediately approved of her. And then she cried. And she's like very cleanly, right? So if I put a glass down and I go to get the juice, when I come back, the glass is in the dishwasher. Right? If I take a shower, I leave the clothes on the bed. By the time I get out, they're in the dirty clothes hamper. So now I lock myself in the bathroom with my clothes when I take a shower. Right? So, and then, she went back to IIT, got her master's in environmental engineering. Right? And I introduced her to my cousins, who are landscapers. They're taking away jobs from these college students. Some home on summer break. And they were really impressed with her credentials, you know, and now they tell everybody they're environmental engineers. So, well, that's it.